Hey, thanks for coming to this video. It's Sam Backer here, and I'm excited to show you this information today. I'm doing this partly because I think it's a cool thing to do, and I think it's a really successful campaign, and it's good to share it. But also because obviously I want you guys to promote CTA Bar that's coming out on the 3rd of March, and I think it's going to be a really epic launch. It's a very general product that will suit a lot of different lists, and we've made sure that everything's in place to make it a really killer promotion. So I'm doing this because I want to show you how you can really crush it on the CTA Bar launch promotion. But if you want to use this for yourself, go ahead. I can't do anything about it. So cool. So this is the campaign that I ran for Social Engage. Now, to give you the proof that I did win it, this is the email that came out in the final launch email to say, hey, congratulations, you've won. This is me at the top of the leaderboard. This is Precious's email. It helped that Precious had a very slick sales video. I'd say that this is probably the reason that I promoted this one particularly hard. The other reason that I promoted it hard is that I saw a lot of people promoting it before I even got my first email out, which is usually quite unusual. Josh, Radha, Karthik, and Chad actually had emails out before I had prepared any of my campaign for Social Engage. So I immediately got in touch with my wife and told her that we needed to get this set up. So she went ahead and went to work. Now, my email marketing's really improved over the last year. Main reason for that is Todd Gross. I have to give him a shout out. He's given me a lot of training, really helped me with it. And there's other people that have picked up stuff. Peter for giving me a good beating on leaderboards early on. I haven't had the chance to really compete in any leaderboards recently, but Peter Garrity definitely looking into why he was beating me on leaderboards really helped me put together this campaign. And Josh Radha for continuing to be competitive and push me has been the other reason. But this is the campaign, and this is what I did, which really worked, worked really well. First of all, Social Engage, we've got the sales. I made 226 sales on the front end, and I made 192 upsell sales for the commercial license. Now, the commercial license was developer rights, and it was also additional features, which isn't usually the most popular of products. But I was able to do really well with this because of the campaign that we built. So if I go over to Social Engage right now, you'll see my bonus page. This is the bonus page that I created. I'll just scroll to the top. And this particular campaign, I went on video for it. The reason I did that is that I thought that it would be a really cool thing to do. I thought this was going to be a really good launch. So I don't usually go on video for my list, but I went on video for my list, and I just cut into the product demonstration because I thought that sold the software enough. I used all the bonuses that everyone else was using. I described the product, used the bonuses that everyone else was using. I created this page myself, or my wife did an optimized press. And then what I did, which made the big impact in this campaign, is actually pre-sold the OTO really well. This is nothing revolutionary. This is something that's been around and people have known for a long period of time. But if you want to really succeed in a promotion that you know is going to do really well, it works really well to pre-sell the OTO. And the more interesting thing about this, or something that was quite funny, was I had done this exact same campaign literally 2 months before, maybe 3 months before, with Instabuilder 2.0. I won that launch as well. I didn't change anything about this campaign to that one. That campaign I made the same amount, about $30,000 first day, I believe it was, and then from there made a lot more sales, won the launch with that first email on live. And I'll show you my email campaign. But this was, I outlined all the different bits and pieces. I went through why they should get it. I added this link afterwards, which was a big reason that I think this was so successful. And I'll go into that in just a minute as well. That's the OTO link, by the way. Then I also went through and listed two bonuses that I thought were really congruent with this offer. One of them was Copycat Social Agency Package, and that basically is a package my wife created, which is all about offline marketing. I've had a lot of success with it, and it basically goes into the different systems that someone should employ in their offline marketing business. She does a lot of offline marketing, so it goes into all of that, and it also goes into the different resources people need. It's a really valuable package that we've never really had the chance to launch. It's just a really cool package, which we're hoping to launch at some point in time. Then we've got some testimonials from people that actually had access from InstaBuilder, the promotion that I did there, who had emailed in just saying, hey, this was awesome. I managed to secure appointments. I managed to make money. So we put them in there. My wife did. She actually put these in there. And then after that, we've got Copycut Graphics, which is a package that we use, which is a white label package that we had purchased. And that's here as well, OTO bonus. Now, I initially had a 100-person limit on this, and I've added this in again to show you what it was there. We had a few issues early on with people purchasing, so I eventually did extend that to 150. And after that point, anyone who didn't get in were cut off. I try to keep it as much as possible that when I say something with my list, they know it's going to be cut off, so it does increase the scarcity. And one of the reasons that I think Todd is one of the tips he gave me early on was create a frenzy with your list, if you can, for a good promotion. And these two bonuses really helped combined with the scarcity, helped to create a bit of a frenzy early on. And in the best campaigns I've done, you usually start refreshing. You should have at least 1,000 clicks before launch, pre-mailing. Then on launch, I usually see, as I'm refreshing, first 5 minutes, 1,000, 2,000. If $2,000 has come in within the first 10, 15 minutes, then it means it's going to be a really killer promotion. So that was that. We added in the button. This button has always been there. We had a timer just saying it starts in. I didn't even bother to change that starts in after launch. And then I've just got my support desk, which we help people get bonuses and all of that, which really helps. So this is my bonus page that I set up. This was everything that I did for the bonus page, nothing left out. It's nothing too revolutionary. There's nothing here that's, overly, it's not like there's no drugs on offer or anything like that. There's not even any, there's only one piece of software, which is a white label software being offered, and the rest is resources and training. So you can compile this easily yourself, and I hope that you do on your promotions. Now I wanted to show you my campaign. So my first email went out, and this was sent out at, I say 9 a.m. EST on the day before, which was the 5th of February, and it was sent maybe 1 p.m. I was a bit late on this email. What I do in my emails is I like to lay out everything, as much information as possible. Some other people prefer to list a lot less information. With me, I'm all about consistency with my subscribers, so every single email that I send out before a promotion is always very consistent. The reason being that people know what to expect, and they know it's in the software. It's laid out. I use the same sort of template every time. Here's what Social Engage includes. This one is particular one that I took away that has worked really well for me in the past. I use this and I laid out, here's what to do. Go to Social Post Manager /engage, get access to the software, product or bonus page, have a look, at least getting them ready for it, pre-mailing. And this was what I sent a day before the launch. Now on the launch day, this is what I sent at 8 a.m. EST. Now remember, I sent this the day before launch, the night before launch, and I was basically saying, hey, Social Engage Pro just got better. Now I'm pre-selling the OTO1, and this is exactly the same campaign I did for InstaBuilder, and it had the same result. Pre-selling OTO1. I just get the page from the launching person. I take some screenshots of the page, I go through it, and then I've got all the details about this. It goes into the links. What's so special about Social Engage Pro? I go into what they're going to get access to. I know my list is much Facebook. Offline is a lot of my list is offline plus video, so it's perfect target audience for this. And then I've got a link to actually an active sales page where I'm selling my OTO1 bonus that I'm giving away at about a price of, I think it's $197, and they're actually getting access to that, which is really cool. So I go through this, and then I've outlined my link early, so there's no doubt about it. They're going to click on this link if they want my bonuses, and people by this time should be getting a feel whether they actually want this or not. Now, one thing I was able to do with this promotion, which really helped, is I used a redirect link here to basically send people to a image which I had set up. I did basically taken a full page screenshot of OTO1, and I'd sent people to this full page screenshot of OTO1. which was really cool, and it meant that they were able to get that information early. They could make their decision before the launch dropped, and for me, that's really important because I feel like people want to see these types of things, especially in a launch where there is an OTO. If you can pre-sell them, you can tell them about it, you can sell them before the launch happens, and it creates a frenzy, especially when there's a limit on that as well, and they know that thousands of other people potentially could be looking at this link and want to get access as well. So again, I mentioned the first 100 to receive this bonus package, OTO1 bonus package, then that's it. It's done after that. Usually, I keep it, that's it, unless there's a server issue or there is something that happens that is out of my control, out of my subscribers' control. I'll stick to my limits. And if it's limited, then I'll cut it there and people miss out. And it's important to do that because then the list learns, not to muck around and they need to buy. So it really created a frenzy because they knew that I was serious when I was doing that. Then 6 a.m. EST. This was the morning of the launch, and what I wrote is I decided to write, and this didn't get many click-throughs, but I decided to write about why people should buy this and why people are going to make money, basically. How people are going to make money with this software, because I saw a lot of emails coming out from other JVs, and they were all talking about their bonuses, and they were all talking about the same sort of stuff about what the software did, but not talking about why it was going to make people money. So I wrote up a quick email about why this is going to make people money. Again, that added to the frenzy. I told them about making money through Teespring, PPC, and this wasn't actually my idea. This was a subscriber of mine actually emailed me in and just told me, like, Sam, I need to learn how to make money with this. Otherwise, I'm not buying another product off you. So I thought, well, that's a good point. I'll do that. So I did that. Went through, grabbed that, and then this is the email that I wrote up. Then again, listing the OTO1 link. And finally, on live, this is what I put in here. So it's live, and I will always mail out on live. I don't tend to wait half an hour after launch. I mail out live. And I wanted to make this really clear. This is not how I usually lay out my emails. It's not how I usually write my emails. In this case, I wanted to make sure, because there was so many different people mailing, that people weren't confused, that it was simple. I was doing something that no one else was doing. No one was pre-selling the OTO, so I wanted to make sure that if people were clicking on this, they wouldn't click out of it and go to another person's email, because I wanted it really clear. And I had a lot of people coming to me after this saying that, that they wanted to be able to get my bonuses, and they were looking at other people's emails, and the only reason they purchased from me was because I was offering an OTO1 bonus, and the only reason they were looking at my emails is because I was telling people about the OTO1 when no one else was telling them about the OTO1. So it really helps to be a bit different when you see a lot of people mailing for a product. Then I also added in this, and this just added to the frenzy a bit, because I remember sending this. I was slightly late on it, but I had already seen about 17 sales for upsells come through. So just last minute, as I was about to send this out, I actually stopped the email. I wrote in that strictly limited to 83 more people, and they just added to it. Everyone went crazy for it because 17 had already sold within the first 5 minutes or so. So that just helped the campaign all that bit to add to the momentum. And then suddenly I had a lot of people purchasing all at once. So that was the full campaign. I'll include the details of this campaign down below with a quick guide which will help you. And this is basically what I did to set up. And I didn't get that many clicks on live. This live email, I want to point this out, I only got 422 clicks on live, which is really low, because people had already made up their mind before this email dropped. They needed this. A lot of them were actually refreshing my link that I'd given out to people, because they were so desperate to get in before anyone else did, because they know when I do something like this, when I'm offering something special of high value, and I have limits that I do limit it, and they miss out. And it's happened many times in different launches that I've done. So that was the way that worked. So this is basically my full campaign. This is how it went down. This is how everything happened. And if you want to create the same campaign, then we're actually doing something really cool, and we're actually giving away a product we haven't launched yet to JVs for an OTO1 campaign. So if you do want a bonus page for CTA Bar, you want something set up for you like this, my wife's getting ready. She's already set up a number of these pages for JVs, and and she'll add in this product that has a huge amount of value and will help you pre-sell that OTO one. I'm a huge advocate for doing that, as I know others are as well. So if you want that, go ahead, you can get that. And the other thing that I wanted to mention is that if you really want to hit this hard, we've got 25k up for grabs. If you want to create a winning campaign, be unique, and use a software that you have lying around, or use a product of yours from the past. You'd be surprised how many people will actually get really into that mode. Also pre-mail and create what you can, a frenzy. You need to get people really interested. So if you can create some sort of scarcity, some sort of limitation to your bonuses, it'll encourage people to buy right away from you and not wait around and then suddenly get an email from another affiliate and then purchase. When you add scarcity, it takes other affiliates out of their game who are mailing later, because you get a lot of people on your list seeing it, not wanting to miss out, not waiting around and just purchasing. And that's why I was able to get over $30,000 generated within the first day. And I don't have the biggest list. I definitely don't have the biggest list, but I know what my list wanted in this occasion, and it worked really well. Cool, so I hope this was useful. All the details are down below, and if you want to get on board with CTA Bar, get an account down below as well. There's all the details you need from there. And hope this was good, and hope it'll help you out with your campaigns, especially your campaign for CTA Bar. So awesome. I'll talk soon.